Victoria graduates college this year, so she moved home for the summer, which led us to building this today. Having an apartment the past couple of years, she has accumulated a lot of things, and since she'll be home for probably a year because she's studying for the MCAT and then getting into med school, she'll be keeping out the things that she needs, but the rest will be going into storage. And I guess one good thing that came out of the hurricanes is we invested in so many totes from Home Depot. So anything she's wanted to keep for her future apartment, she'll just keep in there. Not only am I excited that she's actually home, but I cannot wait to actually start decorating her room. And similar to her last bedroom, we'll be making like a really cool library on that wall, which leads us to today. Yesterday, after Jose and I finished the fence, we took measurements of this space in the garage and then kind of mapped out a plan of how many totes we could store in this area. I wanted each tote to be accessible, and that way she could label them exactly what's inside. And that way she's not having to move all of them just for something that's on the bottom. I was kind of debating between one large one versus two smaller ones. So we decided on 6 tote wides and 4 totes high, but only a single row of them rather than doubling it up like my original plan. And of course, Jose and I got it down to a system. So while he made all of the cuts, I went around and marked it with our jig. And then we would hang that 2x4. I would mark the next line as he prepped the next piece. And we repeated that same process each row until all 48 pieces were attached. And if I were to do it again, I would make each section a little bit more snug. But last night, instead of going downstairs to measure the dimensions of one of the totes, I decided to be lazy and look it up on ChatGPT. And well, I learned my lesson that you can't always trust everything that you see on the internet. But after only a few hours, we have a perfect storage unit for Victoria's totes.